Hello and welcome back to the channel, and today we're taking another look at sea power. And the reason we're doing this is because someone made a mod for a F-123 class of the German Navy, so I immediately, obviously, had to go back to the mission editor and update my mission. If you don't know, I made a mission for sea power and it's available in the workshop, and I have now updated it to use these new units. Now the mission is just a rewrite of the original mission called Charlie's. We can have a little look at that mission as well. This is essentially you are tasked with finding a Russian or Soviet, Soviet-Russian U-boat group or submarine group rather, and dispatch of them. There we go. In this mission, your primary objective, why can't I talk, is to find and sink a group of enemy submarines heading towards you. Now that is marked yellow. I don't know why, but that's okay. And we have I think that's a Texas class, if mine eyes don't deceive me, and I guess the date is, let me see the date, yeah, 1979. Okay, so there's quite a while in the past. General quarters, all hands make your battle stations. Got the USS Tucker, which is a Gearing class destroyer. Right, okay, so that is, I would assume, very, very anti-submarine capable, because it's got a helo deck. We've got two helicopters with ASW capabilities, and we have got the Estotsin, I don't know how to pronounce that. That is an Oliver Hazard Perry. That is a very capable submarine hunter. That's got a towed array and everything. That's a beautiful, beautiful sub hunter. And then our main vessel is a Belknap class missile cruiser, not a Texas class. I mistook that. And that thing has no towed array, a bow-mounted, hull-mounted sonar, and we also have a flight deck with one. That's, I think, a Sea Sprite SH2F, also ASW capable with 10 reloads available. Right, okay. So that is the original mission in the game, and I just rewrote that to put that a bit into modern times, and I set it around 2001, I think. So the Victor class submarine is still in service. So I gave so that would basically be a very, very modern German task force versus a not so modern Soviet submarine group returning from sea. Right, let's get into it. So this is the original mission. You can see the civilian freighters and everything. I basically just copied all of that because I am not a very, very capable mission designer. I think the general setup of the mission is pretty good. You've got we've got a submarine group coming home, and that is essentially one of Russia's major disadvantages. So our specialists talk about this the other day, that they essentially,
multiple surface contacts detected.
Like NATO has massive amounts of coastline, and then in Europe everything as well. There's so much coastline, you're never going to be able to blockade NATO. Well, from the sea at least. But Russia, you just have to blockade the Baltic, and then also this gap between Iceland and Greenland, and also this gap. Everything up here is frozen solid. Same goes for this area, everything's frozen solid. There's not really, oh, interesting, not really much they can do about it. And this is essentially one of those scenarios where they are trying to break through. Well, actually, I suppose we could consider this to be one breakthrough. No! Stay there.
259.
This would be one breakthrough location, and then this would be the other. Loads of, and they are trying to sneak past, I think that's Faroe, Shetland Orkney, something like this, and to go back to their naval base in the Kola Peninsula, which is somewhere there, I think. Yeah. So we've got our German task force here, centerpiece being the F-220 frigate Hamburg.
New air contact detected.
Oh, there's a air contact. I know what that is. I'm just gonna ask it to reply. It's not replying, therefore I will turn on my
Air search on.
air search to
Radar
figure
high.
out what that is. Airliner, Bizet.
Track
It is an airliner. Never mind.
704 is classified. Neutral air.
Not too bad anyway. I knew this. Obviously, I built the mission, so I knew what I was expecting there. And this is basically just to get new players to shoot at that thing, because new players will just shoot at everything. And there's an air contact coming towards your task group, so new players will assume that that's a hostile. They'll shoot it down, and then they'll get the immediate game over because they caused quite a number of civilian casualties. Now I did update the mission not only with the new German units, which is right here. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful ship? Yes, it is. I do not accept different opinions on this. More on that later. I also added the, well, since I made that mission last time, they added sea life, whales, different kinds of whales, and my original mission, Victorous, required a mod for that, and now it's in the game, so I used the base game models so that you don't have to add another mod to your mod list just to play my mission. So this mission now only requires 5 mods. 2 of these mods are, well, Sea Anchor and Anchor Sea. What's it called? Sea Lifter and Anchor Chain. Those mods you basically need for any kind of model mod. The new threat update for the F-220, and then the F-220 mod and the F-124 mod and the F-123. So we've got our Hamburg, which is a F-124 class, Saxony class anti-air frigate with a large amount of VLS shafts. Well, for the German Navy at least, that's a large amount of VLS shafts. We've got 42 rolling airframe missiles in our RAM launchers here, 24 SM-2s for long-range anti-air, 32 ESSMs, also very long-range, and we've got 8 harpoons on here for anti-ship. Got 6 torpedoes. Now that's the bit of a downside of this ship. It is not very capable in submarine hunting. It's got these 2 triple launchers here, and when they are empty, the ship has to go back to port to be reloaded with a crane from the outside. These cannot be reloaded at sea. And then obviously the German MLG as a CIWS chaff, and the 27, yeah, that's what I was talking about, the 27mm MLG is right there. 2 of them, and then that's this vessel. And then the vessels that will do most of the work in this mission is the F-123 class. That is what Germany considers to be a submarine hunter. Same as every German warship, it has got the 76mm Otto Melara gun. Obviously, we all have that. Every Western Navy has that, I think. We've got the same RAM also on every one of our vessels, and we've got half the VLS capability. We're loaded with Sea Sparrows, which are very, very low range. So that's basically just self-defense against planes. It's not really for offensive actions, really. It has 4 MM38s. Look at that! The modder already updated it. Last time she had harpoons, and I'm using the 2007 refit of this vessel. And back in the day, we still had MMA-38s, also known as the Axel set missiles. They are, and also only 4 instead of 8 on the Hamburg over there. So not very capable against enemy ships either. After all, it is but a frigate, and yeah. We don't really have the large amounts of missiles that American ships tend to have. Well, this one also has the MLG on here with a 27mm shell. It has mass. I would very much enjoy it if they would also update the F-124 mod now that mass is actually in the game. It's just considered chuff. Mass is not really chuff. MAS is acronym stands for Multi-Ammunition Soft Kill System. The term multi-ammunition will tell you that it is more than just chaff or what's the other one? I can't remember. This essentially throws a cloud into the sky that is both very, very hot and also a very, very large radar reflector, so it's both against heat-seeking missiles and against radar. Mars ATD Omni. Okay, hang on. Noisemaker anti-submarine? I'm not aware of this. Oh well. Right, and the reason I chose these vessels is quite simple. I served on them. Not on this one, not on Schleswig-Holstein over here, F-216. But this one over here, that was my very, very first ship that a very, very young weightless game served on when he was 18. Served on her for 2 years. And during that time I was also lent out to this vessel here when we went out with the Carrier Strike Group 8 and then later with the Carrier Strike Group 10 of the United States Navy when we went to... where was that? Strait of Hormuz. Right here. In this general area. We also did some escorting for Operation Atalanta back in the day, and the whole point was basically that the America sends their planes in such a height over international airspace over Iran, and basically to enforce the fact that Iran is not allowed to shoot down planes that are going a certain height, because then it's considered international airspace. And they were sent to Afghanistan to drop their payloads over there. Right. That was a cool trip. We went all around the world basically. We first went to America to train on the East Coast with the Americans and some Canadians and Argentinians and whatnot. Had a stop in Bermuda on the way there. That was awesome. And then we went around the world again through the canal of what's it called? That's not what it looks like. It's a little more winded than that. Through the Suez Canal, and then to Djibouti, and then we started our patrol. So I made a lot of miles on that trip. That was a lot of miles. But yeah, so we've got submarines in the area. So far we haven't picked up anything. Oh, these are very, very old vessels. The Victor class, they make quite a lot of ruckus. With our modern hull-mounted sonars, we should be able to pick them up. I'm not going to go active search though. But we are going to turn our navigation radars. Because we don't want to crash into anything, and also this does not tell the enemy that we are a warship, because everybody has one of those. If you pick up a signature of a navigation radar, you just think that it's a freighter. You would be suspicious if you've got a radar contact and you don't get any signature of that. So this is essentially the way to go.
New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
Alright, we've got a submerged submarine contact, so we're going to send our helo out. No, Sea Lynx, that is accurate. The German Navy has a lot of Sea Lynxes. We also have Sea Kings, but they can't operate from our aft deck because they're too heavy and too large. They don't fit in the hangars either. So the Sea Lynx is the major shipborne helicopter that we use. Now there is a bit of an inaccuracy here. The fact that this one has dipping sonar. If this was super realistic, and if we were going to go super historically accurate, this helicopter wouldn't have that, because the German Navy did not, or at least the procurement, the ministry that is in charge of getting equipment for the Navy, thought that the German Navy didn't need dipping sonars, because after all we've got our hull-mounted sonars. So the procurement office is of the opinion that we should put our ships in danger by going close to submarines with them,
New
instead of
submerged submarine
buying
contact detected.
some dipping sonars. Now we do get dipping sonars now, I think, but for the longest time we haven't had any. So if I were to do it 100% historically accurate, this helo right here would only have its radar and the 2 torpedoes that he's carrying, and no dipping sonar. But since this is already a historically inaccurate scenario, because we never actually fought war with the Russians, in case you don't know. Well, actually we did fight with the Russians, but not in 2001. So we're gonna err on the side of caution here and say that during the heating up of the conflict, the Americans actually gave us some dipping sonars for our helicopters. Now there's torpedoes on the way here. We've picked them up with our passive sonar, so we assume the enemy sub to be somewhere there, and we're going to send our helo to investigate that. In the meantime, we're going to make Hamburg launch a helicopter as well, because we still have those contacts over there, which we don't know what that is. And at all the same time, we're going to let the entire task force evade towards the south and go full speed.
Maneuver turn to course 164. Ahead flank. Contact faded. Track 7006. Contact faded. Track 7005.
I should have made her make a course turn first, because now she's not gonna change her course because she's doing air operations. But we've increased speed, so that's fine. Hopefully that'll be good enough. He knows about to be airborne though.
Ahead 1/3. Maneuvering eye. Roger. Turn 297.
Alright, so task force. You started turning again.
Contact
Yes, you
faded.
have.
Track set. Ahead full.
Ahead full.
Maneuvering eye.
Means you'll have to get over there. And if I send you back into formation,
Returning to station.
where will you go? You're
Contact
basically
faded.
right where you should be.
Track
Nice.
7005.
Well, not anymore.
Turn to course.
Send MVP
223.
on
Ahead
1/3.
1/3. Maneuvering eye.
Make her our ears, while the rest of the task force continues to evade. Already made quite a leap southward here. Those torpedoes will likely miss. And then once she's on course, we're gonna make her launch a helo as well. Now there is a bit of a problem with the mod. There's a bug in the mod, which is that if once you've got one helo airborne and you send the second one up, then they have problems and they don't want to land anymore. There's odd things going on there. I don't know what's causing it. I'm gonna try to only use one helo. You also, you don't really want to always use all of your assets at the same time. Alright, he's nearly there. Right, light deck. 1 ceilings with ASW loadout, let's go. Also the speed, they're very optimistic on these vessels, like the the F123 class can go 32 knots. That's not really true. 20, 28, 29 on a good day. Definitely not 32. I think we once did 36, but that was through Scapa Flow, with the tides pushing us and with wind from astern, and so it was 36 knots speed over ground, not through water. Through water she'll make 28, 29, if you're lucky. Rarely breach 30. Right, Ceilings is on station. Dipping sonar into water. Same as you, above the thermal layer. And there he is. Well, there's an unknown contact right where those torpedoes are coming from. I would assume that that is a hostile. And 2 contacts over here. Information. They could be pretty much anything. Okay, fair enough. I'm gonna investigate that a while longer. In the meantime, how's the helo doing? He's airborne. Nice. You come help us up here. And Mecklenburg-Vorpommern returns to formation. I mean, that looks like a good evasion. The entire formation also slows down to 2/3, so that we can hear something again. But also that Mecklenburg-Vorpommern can catch up. Only 3 minutes to return to station, that's fine. Oh, it's a whale. Humpback whale, yeah. Yeah, I put a few groups of whales here, each with differing spawn chances, so that even I don't really know where they are. So I'm guessing this is another one then. They do tend to move in groups. Do they really sound like that? Well, that one I can believe.
Submerged submarine. Contact detected.
Yeah, he's launching. Okay, so that's definitely a hostile.
Contact detected.
There's a group over there as well. There might be whales, might also be 2 subs, who knows? Might have to send something over there. And they've sent out wake-homing torpedoes, and they are sent with our new course in mind, I assume.
7007.
Yep, slightly leading out to our task force.
Is classified. Hostile submerged submarine.
Yeah, I guess that's much. Please delete the line. I don't really need that. Thank you. Right, that Ceilings. Oh, Jesus. Don't blast into wings like that. That Ceilings will drop his torpedoes on him.
Roger. Turn.
Then drop his dipping sonar and then relieve this one. He'll also drop his dipping sonar and then he'll probably go rearm, or let the other one remain here in order to monitor. Right, so this task force turn towards the enemy again.
287. How am I?
What's the standoff distance here? Less than a mile, I don't like that.
Contact faded. Track 7011.
Alright, Schleswig-Holstein, you will need to hurry up.
Ahead flank. Maneuvering eye.
Actually, we can probably detach Schleswig-Holstein to assist in the hunt up there. Let me just check if my chat thing is working.
Contact faded. Track 7013. Contact faded. Track 7007. New air contact detected.
New air contact detected. Okay, what's this?
New air contact detected.
Okay, you figured out that both of these are whales. Nice. Okay, then retrieve your
Recover the
dipping
VDS
sonar.
transducer. Sonar eye.
So what do we have here? F-15, F-15C, F-15 4G. Those are definitely not civilians. Yeah, all of those are military fighters. Okay, and we don't know of them, so they might be hostile. Can ask them to identify themselves. Track 714 does not respond. Okay, so we're gonna assume that those are Russians coming to help their subs.
New air contact detected.
And another one.
Roger, go to altitude 200. Roger, turn 07.
Helo pilots are crazy people. Hey Jacob Wright, how are you doing, man?
Roger, go to altitude.
So we're gonna send them to VID those.
3000.
And they are at altitude 3,000 feet. So we're gonna send our helo in there as well.
Detected. Roger, go to contact faded. Track 7008.
Interesting formation though.
Turn to course 277. Hell my. Turn to course 268.
Alright, return to formation.
Hell my. Returning to formation. Turn to
Actually,
contact
no.
faded.
1/3.
Track
Your return to formation, very nice.
7011.
Yeah, we'll wait for these torpedoes to pass and then we're gonna evade north. That's what we're gonna do. And wait for identification of him. Alright, there's another contact. I'm gonna assume that that's a whale. Just by the fact that it's unknown, it's just popped up and it hasn't fired a torpedo towards us yet.
On station.
Who's on station? Oh, you're on station. Nice.
Roger. Turn 205.
That's your range. Okay, I nearly... So the orange circle means
Contact faded. Track
always whales until it's not. Yeah, exactly. All of a sudden, the whale opens its maw and lets out Russian torpedoes.
Roger. Turn 028.
We're just gonna give it a single shot on this one. Then fly past it and give it another one from the other side.
Contact faded.
Launch!
Away. Roger. Turn 006.
Now he will notice that there's a torpedo coming and will completely freak out. There we go.
Contact faded. Track 7018. Contact faded. Track
Turn around.
7009.
Ah, okay. So we made so we can also
Transmit active sonar.
turn on the active sonar on this one.
Eye. Whip it away.
Send out another one.
Roger, RT, roger.
No
Turn
RTB for you, sir. I still need you. Seems the way it's doing 20 knots in this game. Man. That's impressive, truly.
Roger. Contact
Yeah,
faded.
that's usually the point where I say, okay, that might not be a whale.
Lower the VDS transducer. Sonar eye.
Drop the
Transmit active sonar.
sonar. There we go. We've got a lock on him again. 540, that's definitely below the layer. So ping there. You recover your VDS
Recover the
transducer.
VDS transducer.
It's a term
Sonar
I've
eye.
never heard while in the service. I guess that's technically what it's called, but for us it was always just sonar. Well, at least the torpedoes are keeping him occupied. We're going to send these ones below the layer. It'll take him a long time to recover his VDS transducer though.
Contact faded. Track 70. Contact faded. Track 7013.
Yeah, return to formation.
Returning to station.
And then we're gonna turn north.
Contact faded. Track 7018. Roger, roger. Turn 0. Roger. Go to altitude 200.
I was, first one was navigator's mate and then I became an officer, and my last shipborne job was third supply officer on the North Rhine-Westphalia, and then I was in charge of the people who are momentarily unfit for service. So there was an office desk job on the shoreline, and I was definitely not happy there. So I decided I'm just going to leave. Right, launch,
Whip it away.
and I just heard bandits.
Roger, roger. Turn 0.
So you can actually RTB, that's fine.
Roger, RTB.
Now, bandits, on the other hand, is something that I do not like to hear. Yeah, okay, so we've got MiG-27s coming, right, okay. So, we are going to use our SM2s. Two on
Engage
him.
track 70.
Two on him.
Engage track 701. Birds away. Track 7014. Multiple hostile.
Oh,
air
they fired.
contacts detected.
On my
Roger,
Sea
roger.
Sparrow? How
Turn
dare you.
2. Roger. Go to altitude 20.
My Sea Lynx.
Kill track 701.
And they missed, yes.
Splash track 701.
There's another one coming for it.
Whip in air, bad track type.
Yeah, don't fire on the missile, fire on the...
Engage track
Plane, please.
701.
And I'm just going to take a risk and assume that that's also
Track
an enemy
701.
fighter.
7. Salvo fire. Roger. We've been hit.
That's a first. During all the testing that I did when building this mission, that never happened. Falling chaff. Not falling for it.
6 is hit track 7009. Kill track 7.
And that was indeed also another MiG-27. Very nice. All gone. Bad for the helo though. That thing still had his torpedoes. I think we hit one. Yes, looks like it. Engine stopped. That one is RTBing. My wife was in the Navy, I'm just a dependent. Ah, I see, I see. These started searching over there, so we might want to get away from them. I think we're outside of their actual range.
Course 3.
So we might flank away real quick here.
Faded. Track 7008. Contact faded. Track 7008. Contact faded. Track 7007.
These torpedoes have completely lost the plot. They are not going to hit that thing. And they also seem to have recovered their engine, so they are not out of the fight just yet. Alright, time to bring up another Lynx. Oh yeah.
Roger, turn 103. Contact faded. Track 7009.
There we go. Let's do that.
Roger, go to altitude 20.
Alright, let's drop our dipping sonar right here in front of our own task force, so that we actually get some subsurface sensory data without our task force having to slow down.
Multiple submerged submarine
Yeah.
contacts detected. Multiple hostile submerged submarine contacts detected.
Okay, so these have definitely missed us.
7031.
These are going to miss us. But we might as well turn towards the
Turn
south
to
over
course
there.
284. Hell my. Turn to course 270. Hell my.
Right, second helo is up.
Roger. Turn 291.
Immediately go help up there.
Turn 284.
That one seems to have dipped above the layer now because we're missing. I've stopped noticing that contact over there. What's your issue here?
Turn to course. Ahead
Wanna
full.
speed up a little bit?
Maneuvering eye.
Thank you. Just don't crash into your own helo, please. That would be nice. Okay, I think it has to go out of the way.
Recover the VDS transducer. Sonar eye.
Right, you can return to formation now.
Returning to formation.
Is that your station, really? That seems weird. You can go a little bit more forward. Yes. For the second they start reeling in the hydrophone, you immediately lose all contacts on it. Okay. Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of discussion I don't want to have.
08. Roger. Turn.
Do a little cheeky flyby here.
Roger. Go to altitude 20.
Generate one of those realistic moments for the guys on board. And they're evading. Sorry.
On station. Lower the
And
VDS
drop down
transducer.
the sonar over here. See if those what's that called? Waycoming torpedoes really lost us. Yeah, looks good. There's our Victor
Contact faded.
at 260 feet, so that's going to be a normal engagement here.
7-3. New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
And there's still a contact down there. It is a good game. It's not everyone's cup of tea, obviously, but I think it has a lot of potential now that they've generated the sandbox for ships to be able to fight in and move in. And now modders, or they themselves, can do a lot more content for it. You can get campaigns and all that. Like, I did play the static campaign that they made, and I'm not really a fan of it. I think it plays way too easily. The AI is just odd. They need to work a lot on AI. But in and of itself, they've created something very, very beautiful with it. Right, just give them both of them at the same time. Send them on a nice spread. Give it a good 2 good years with mods. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the mods are already good. Like, I think the F-123 class that I have here in this mission is prettier than what the devs made. There's a few issues with some textures, but apart from that, it's top tier. And launch. And no RTB for you, sir. You shall lose your last waypoint. Drop down to 20 feet.
Go to altitude 20. Contact faded. Track 7038.
The groundwork is there, exactly, yeah.
Contact detected.
You're going to drop your dipping sonar down here. And you're also going to turn it active.
Contact faded. Track 700.
And she's trying to evade already, but this torpedo has her. No running from my active homing torpedoes. Poof!
Track 700.
Nice one. And then the other helo gets to go refuel.
Recover the contact faded. Track 7034.
That one has not picked up on him.
Contact faded.
I still might though. Running towards him.
9.
Where is the Leia anyway? Oh, he might pick her up.
Track 7038.
Yeah, exactly. The dynamic campaign, like once the dynamic campaign drops, I think I'm gonna be streaming this regularly.
Submerged submarine. Contact detected. Contact faded. Track
And there we go. Another hit from the other side.
703.
I think that's gonna see her fate.
Hit track
Oh, same compartment though, I think.
709.
Yeah. Right. VDS transducer is recovered, therefore orders RTB.
RTB. Contact faded. Track 7037.
I don't like them following me that closely.
Contact faded. Track 70. Contact faded. Track 7036. Transmit active sonar. Sonar eye.
I guess we're not allowed to slow down.
Recover the VDS transducer. Sonar eye.
You could also grab some new torpedoes, honestly. Yep, that's the Victor gone. Okay. Now we'll just have to wait until those waycoming torpedoes stop following us, and then we can slow down the task force.
7032. Roger. Turn 284.
Right, you have observed the sinking, therefore you can recover
VDS
your
transducer.
sonar.
Sonar eye.
You are already on the way back? Yep.
Contact faded. Track 7038.
You are from Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, and I think this is the one that launched off Hamburg. And there's the big old slick where we sank them. Definitely gone, that one. There's the sonar coming up.
Roger, turn 0. Roger, go to altitude 20.
And we come to base.
Roger, RTB.
Also off MVP, okay, that's gonna cause an issue. Can I rebase you? One of you guys lost one. Yep. Okay, so now I'm gonna
Roger,
thank
Roger,
you.
turn 09. Roger,
to Hamburg.
RTB.
And then this one is off Schleswig-Holstein, I think. Yeah,
On
has to
station.
be. We launched one each, except for MVP. She launched two. Alright, deploy.
Lower the VDS transducer. Sonar eye.
And there's still torpedoes following. 8 cables behind us. They're not really locked on though. I mean, they're going 45 knots in a zigzag, so I feel like if I just keep going flank speed ahead, away from them, should be able to get them to the end of their range. I can't deploy my torpedoes against them, right? Nah, that's an ASW torpedo. I wonder if these mass ADP will do
Decoy
anything.
out.
I was not aware that we had those. Maybe they were phased out before my time. I did not know we had noisemakers. That is news to me. And I think they are gone. That could just be because I dropped the noisemaker and they're drowning out the sound. I don't know. Wanna observe that for a little while.
Recover the VD. Roger, turn 288.
Catch up with the task force real quick and drop it down again. Maybe if you're a little bit closer you can actually pick them up again.
On station.
Deploy.
Lower the VDS transducer. Sonar eye.
Use the rule if you can't hear it, it doesn't exist. Yeah, that's a good rule to have. Can't see anything going wrong on that. Yeah, I don't think they got destroyed or sunk to the seabed.
702. Recover the VDS transducer.
Excellent.
Sonar
In that
eye.
case, the task force may slow down.
Ahead 1/3. Maneuvering eye.
And we
Turn
don't
to
really
course.
should go to the
2,
victor,
5, 6. Helm eye.
considering that she is sunk. And there's no survivors either. They didn't make it out in time. So, catch a bit of respite here.
Roger, go to altitude 20. Roger, RTB.
Yeah. Now, I know that there's at least one more sub. Problem is I don't know where it is, because that has a spawn chance in different locations. Yeah, Elo is on deck. No, we wouldn't really put them in the hangar. We would replenish them on the deck, but that's a fine. That's an unimportant thing to focus on.
Contact faded. Track 7042.
Right, replenishing will take a little while though.
Contact faded. Track 7043.
Another 7 minutes. For each, I think, pretty much. This one should take the longest, 7 minutes from now, yeah. 2 minutes until Hamburg's helo is ready again. There we go, and you may launch it right away. I don't know why the hangar gate does that. What's about Mecklenburg-Vorpommern? She is also refueled and rearmed. There we go. Yeah, see that? It's funny because the hangar gate on both the F-123 class and on the 124 class does it, and they are different mods from different authors, but the bug on the hangar gate is exactly the same. Alright, another 3 minutes on this one. Okay. I think we're going to use this one to scout a little bit more, and we're going to use the other one to scout a little bit south.
Roger, turn 166.
That one's already airborne. So is this one. Off you go, boys. Good hunting. And we will set our course,
Turn to course
more westward, and we'll go up to 2/3.
Maneuvering aye. Contact faded. Track 7001. Contact faded. Track 7044.
Alright, drop down.
Roger, go to altitude 20. On station. Lower the VDS transducer. Sonar aye.
Now I think the enemy already knows that we're looking for
On
them.
station.
So I don't really think there's any point in
Roger,
not
go to
using the
altitude
active sonar.
20.
I mean, it will hurt the whales. But I think in the case of war, you are allowed to hurt the life if it means your mission gets done. Something that is not the case in peacetime.
Transmit active sonar. Sonar aye.
But we're not picking up anything here. Maybe below the layer, who knows?
Transmit active sonar. Sonar aye.
Alright. Your helo is ready as well. you're not picking up anything. You are not picking up anything either. Now, the Students has his dipping sonar. There we go. And that has a passive range and an active range of 12 kilometers. Okay. So we're just gonna draw a nice little circle around this position here of 12 kilometers where we know there is nothing. Or at least we can be very, very certain that there's nothing. And same goes for here. It's going to be a very, very circly map very, very soon. Oh, that's in nautical miles. Okay, never mind. And we'll half that.
Recover the VDS transducer. Sonar eye. Contact faded. Track 7001.
You're gonna do the same thing ahead of us.
Roger, turn 263.
There we are.
Roger, turn 071. Roger, go to altitude 200.
So he has to travel 12 miles. Oh, just a little bit more.
Roger, turn 081.
And then we can make another circle around that. Also make it 6 miles radius. And we will dip there.
Sonar eye. New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
Single contact over there. Well, that's more suspicious.
Contact faded. Track 7. Roger, go to altitude 200. Contact faded. Track 7048. Lower the VDS transducer. Contact faded. Track 70.
Oh no, it's 2 contacts. Okay.
Contact faded.
Yeah, they will be whales.
Contact faded.
5 knots.
7052.
Yeah, those are whales. Same as these here, probably. Where's that last sub? If there is one.
Contact faded. Contact faded. Track 7052. Roger. Turn 072.
I think we're going to bring the task force back though, because we know that the
Turn to course.
route of subs is going eastward and not westward. And I think we did pass them.
Ahead 1/3. Maneuvering eye.
Now that is silly. Why would you do that, boys? Edit formation. You may just switch stations. That's fine. You don't have to collide with each other.
Track 7047 is classified. Neutral merchant.
Sorry, which one? 7047. Oh, that one. Okay.
On station. Lower the VDS transducer. Sonar eye.
Yeah, that's a way.
Recover the
Okay.
VDS transducer. Sonar eye. Contact faded.
Now, I
Track
don't really think they can be here because that's
7053.
essentially where we were earlier.
169.
But maybe so much time's passed that they actually moved in there. I don't know. Right, active.
Transmat active sonar.
I mean, there's a few gaps in here, so could still be hiding somewhere.
Contact faded. Track 7053. Recover the VD. Roger. Turn 217. On station. Lower the VDS transmit active sonar. Contact faded.
Oh, that's gonna hurt the poor whale.
7053.
If it is a whale.
Secure active
It is a whale.
Contact
Oh, it's on the
faded.
surface. Yeah, I probably drew them up.
70. Contact
Poor thing.
faded. Track 706. Recover the VDS transducer. Sonar eye. Roger.
Where
Turn
is that blasted sub? You are
025.
already almost out of fuel, so I'm gonna send you back.
Contact faded. Track 7060. Roger. Go to altitude 20. Roger. RTB.
You can still search a little more.
New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
Visual small. Okay, so it's a whale that's
Contact
blowing out.
faded.
It's
Track 7058.
new visual contact designate track 7062. Yeah, that'll be a whale.
Contact faded. Track 706. On station. Lower the VDS transducer. Sonar eye. Transmit active sonar. Sonar eye.
Now, can I still send you up here, or will you struggle with that? We will find out. Let it be for a while.
Contact
Nothing.
faded. Track 7062. Roger. Go to altitude
Oh, that's gonna be a close call.
200.
And for some reason,
Contact
the
faded.
range extends a little bit.
7002. Roger. Go to altitude 20. Lower the VDS transducer. Contact faded. Track 7047. Transmit active sonar. Sonar eye. New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
Where?
Contact faded. Track 7063. Transmit active sonar. Sonar eye. Contact faded. Track 7063.
Did you just have one?
Recover the VDS transducer. Sonar eye. New submerged submarine. Contact detected.
Oh, you're
New
just picking up
submerged
the whales
submarine.
again,
Contact
okay.
detected.
Okay. The way that these get picked up on super long range is a bit weird. I don't really understand that.
7065.
Or at least then I don't understand how the passive range on the dipping sonar is just marked at 12 miles.
Recover the VDS
You can
transducer. Sonar
find
eye.
whales on longer distance than
Roger.
that.
Go to altitude 20. Roger. RTB.
We're gonna RTB you, and I think we're also gonna RTB you.
Roger, RTB.
And I think we're gonna concede a failed mission here, because we did not apparently find all of them.
Contact faded. Track 704.
And by now they're clearly through our little blockade here. What are you doing? What on God's green earth are you doing? Are you struggling to keep with your station here? Or is it because Hamburg slowed down a little bit while taking in the... Probably.
Ahead 2/3. Maneuvering out. Contact faded. Track 704.
Yeah, we're just gonna go
6.
through the area again on 100 speed, and then when it slows down we know that there's weapons being launched. So we're gonna use a little bit of cheesing here. But I think what happened is, I did have different spawn chances for each torpedo. Oh, there is something left. Never mind my last theory. There's still someone here. That's strange. Strange that it didn't fire on me earlier.
Multiple submerged submarine. Contacts detected.
Oh, there's the whales over there, that's fine.
Roger. Turn 065. Contact faded. Track 70. Contact faded. Track 7067. Roger. Go to altitude 200.
Down we go.
On station. Roger, go to altitude 20. Lower the VDS transducer. Sonar eye.
Turning into a bit of night ops here.
Lower the VDS transducer. Sonar eye. Multiple surface contacts detected.
Strange.
On station. Lower the VDS transducer. Sonar eye. Roger. Turn 028. Ahead flank. Maneuvering eye. Turn to course. 0. Ahead flank. Turn to course. 0. Ahead flank. Maneuvering eye.
Hey, so somewhere from the north here. Interesting. Yeah, that's fair. I did not have him... Well, we did search there. But I guess that was too long ago.
Recover the VDS
Recover.
transducer.
You
Sonar
will
eye.
also recover.
Recover the VDS transducer. Sonar eye. Roger. Turn 284.
We're gonna go to the top of that, and we're gonna go on the halfway point, somewhere there. We're gonna get to the bottom of this.
Roger, go to altitude 200. Roger, go to altitude 200.
And Schleswig-Holstein will take a nice little northeasterly course change.
How am I?
And also she is detached from the formation, and she's gonna go hunting.
Air Radar search on. Radar eye.
Now as a detached vessel, I'm gonna have her turn her own air search on. I'm gonna remain flank speed until the helos drop down their sonars and we've got the
Roger. Turn
got a location on those
299.
torpedoes again. For that I do not dare slow down.
Roger. Turn 280. On station. Lower the VDS transducer.
Deploy.
Sonar eye. Lower the
Deploy.
VDS transducer. Sonar eye.
And switch on active.
Sonar. Sonar eye. Multiple
Now we've got a
surface
wake-homing torpedo
submerged
coming
submarine.
for...
Contacts detected. New submerged submarine. Contact
Yep.
detected.
Right, a wake-homing torpedo coming from this direction. So there's a semi-small active return. There we go. We've got him.
Turn to course. 3, 2, 0. Hell my.
Right, this task force may slow down.
1/3. Maneuvering eye.
Mecklenburg-Vorpommern.
Turn to course. Turn to course.
You
0,
can also
0,
engage.
4. Hell my.
Actually, no.
Returning to station.
There might be more. And then I don't want to leave Hamburg alone to fend for herself. Because she is not a sub-hunter.
Contact faded. Track 7080. Turn to course. 315. Hell
We got
my.
another one? Yes, we do have another one. Launch another helo.
Roger. Turn 319. Roger. Turn 287. Roger. Turn 320. Roger.
And we're
Go to
gonna drop your
altitude
flipping sonar
200.
directly on their head. I want to hear a
New
bonk.
submerged submarine. Contact detected. Roger. Turn.
I want to hear the radar bonk when it hits their conning tower.
Roger. Turn 3. On
Sonar,
station.
sorry. Drop down.
Lower the VDS transducer. Sonar eye.
And look at that, we only have them on their active search, active sonar, not on the passive sonar. That thing is a lot quieter than the Victor. Noise, there we go. Could be pretty much everything. Now this one has on passive sonar and the other one has them on active sonar. So you are gonna retract your
Recover the
sonar.
VDS
And we know
transducer.
that it's hostile
Sonar
because
eye.
it's 5 torpedoes at us.
Contact faded. Track 7080.
How long until you are in range? Not long to go. Now, again, this is the vessel is a bit underpowered for sub-hunting. We don't have a towed array or anything. The only thing that this ship has that makes sub-hunter is mounted sonar, which is not that great, and these torpedo launchers here. And what differentiates this ship's submarine capable anti-submarine capabilities from the Hamburg, for example, is that this thing has a triple launcher, and then once that's fired, that's it. But this ship has these inboard. It has an actual torpedo launch room, and we pride ourselves in the fact that we can launch a torpedo every 2 minutes. Now, if you launch a torpedo towards an enemy every 2 minutes, that tends to keep them very, very busy for a while.
Hostile submerged submarine. Engage track 70. Roger.
So we're gonna send to Salvo 2 with our helo here.
Roger, go to altitude 200.
And also the great thing about this is that you've got them like angled to the side, so as you zigzag towards the enemy, you give them starboard side, you zag over to the other side, you give them port side, you zag over, give them starboard side again. And that way you can keep those wire-guided torpedoes very, very busy. Well, the enemy's wire-guided torpedoes very busy, because they have to do evasive maneuvers. And that hopefully snaps the wires.
Whip it away.
Weapons away.
Roger, RTB.
No RTB for you, you will relieve the other helo.
Roger, go to altitude 20. Lower the VDS transducer. On station.
Now, from what I can tell, is that submarine has not figured out that there's torpedoes coming for it yet, because they're coming in from directly astern from her dead zone. That's a Kilo class submarine. Yeah, one of the possible spawns.
Contact faded. Track.
Yeah, it's not picking up the torpedoes. That was a good drop.
Contact faded. Track 7079.
So I do think you'd hear the active sonar coming in.
7074.
Even if it is in your dead zone. Right, that's the engine failed, so there shouldn't be any noise anymore. Still got them on passive sonar though.
Transmit active sonar. Sonar eye.
And now we've got them on passive and active sonar here. I'm wondering why we have them on
Multiple hostile
and he launched
submarine
torpedoes again.
contacts detected.
And these will be coming for
Contact faded. Track
my Schleswig-Holstein. Now that's very weird.
7079. Whip it away. Track 70. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing.
So we're
Turn
gonna
to course.
evade that
02. Torpedo in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing.
and drop down one of
Decoy
those
out.
Mars 80D. I'm gonna have to look those up. I did not know we had those. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I'm gonna have to look that up. There we go. Okay, so it wasn't buggy. The mission worked as intended. I just didn't pick up that Kilo submarine earlier. Okay, and they didn't pick me up either, so they didn't fire at me. Yeah, very nice. Well, and with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. And I'm gonna see you soon. And bye-bye.